What's up everybody, and welcome back to my Let's Play of The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. In the last episode, we found out that our bird was missing. Still, kind of, yeah, from Zelda pushing us off a cliff. And then we were told to head over here to the plaza because Groose and his cronies probably had something to do with it. Before we go over to the plaza, which is right in front of us, let's talk to Keat here. Hey Link, how's it going? The wing ceremony's about to begin, right? Or when Pippet won the last one right at the last second? It was so close. Now that was a race. Hey, your Crimson Lost One will be in the race, right? I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do. Well, yeah, about that. He's kind of missing, but I think without further ado, I think this is probably where we should head over to Groose and his cronies. You know, Groose, that sure was a pain with all that scratching and pecking. Of course it was. You thought a big Crimson Loftling like that was gonna go down without a fight? But we got him. I don't care how tough those birds are supposed to be. He's not getting out of that pen anytime soon, boys. Whoa, Link. So, yeah. Just how long have you been standing there? Long enough, Groose. What's your problem, anyway? Oh, wait, I got it. You're here to talk about today's race. I can see it in those dopey eyes of yours. They're pleading, "Oh, Groose, can you please find it in your heart to let me win today? Please." You're just desperate to win so you can get some alone time with Zelda up on the statue of the goddess at the end of the ceremony. Well, sorry, pal. Groose doesn't do charity for wimps. My advice? Work hard and wish with all your heart. You might even come in second. Say, come to think of it, how come I don't see your bird? Where's that scruffy pile of red feathers? I can't imagine what could have happened to him. Do you think his tiny brain got confused by all the clouds and got lost? Bring it on, Groose. Pfft, sure, only thing is, I don't know how you're gonna do that with no bird. You gotta grow wings. You know, we're all getting tired of how you never let anyone forget how you and Zelda go way back. You've been friends since you were kids. Big deal. Doesn't change the fact that you float through life with your head in the clouds. Would you wake up, straighten up, and grow a backbone already? Dopes like you are dragging our honored academy through the mud. And just who might you be talking about, Groose? Oh, Zelda, hey, nah, it's, Don't even try it, Groose. You're picking on Link again, aren't you? He's a student at the academy, like all of us. Why do you insist on bullying him around so much? Yeah, I suppose. You suppose? Suppose what? I suppose you... Forget it. I wasn't supposing anything, okay? Okay, we're out of here, boys. Later, Link. Hope you find your bird, or else you're gonna have to sit out today's race. It could be a major setback towards knighthood, so find that bird or get real used to the taste of failure. It's your special flavor. I hate to say it, but I'm beginning to suspect those blockheads had something to do with your Loftwing's disappearance. Yeah, I think so too, Zelda. Link, those guys aren't going to help us find your bird, so we'd better start searching. I'll fly around Skyloft and see if I can spot any trace of your bird. Father said he'll talk to Instructor Horwell about delaying the start of the wing ceremony, so don't worry. We'll find your bird in time. Alrighty, so obviously Groose and his cronies definitely have something to do with the disappearance of our Loftwing. And let's talk to Keat here again. What's wrong, Link? What? Your Loftwing is missing? That's terrible. I was so looking forward to seeing that red blur streak through the sky. No, I haven't seen him. Why don't you look for him by the statue of the goddess? You'll have a good view of the whole town from way up there. The statue of the goddess is the great big statue in the north of Skyloft. I saw that. It's at that place with the X mark. Yeah, right up there. That's the statue of the goddess. Yeah, I guess we could go look up there, but we kind of were up there already and we didn't see him. So maybe we could go back to the academy and see if anyone had seen maybe where Groose was this morning. That may be a good place to start. And then from there, we'll probably just move around. But let's head back this way. And actually, you know what? Let's head inside first. Let's see if anybody inside has anything to say. Seems that Fledge didn't finish his task from earlier. Remember a couple episodes back. And let's head over here. What do you know, Crane? If you know anything. Huh? What do you want to know where Groose hangs out? Or why do you want to know where Groose hangs out? I'm looking for my bird. Is he up to no good again? I have no clue where he hangs out. Pipit probably does, though. You should talk to him. And I think he was just looking for you just now. He should be in front of the sparring hall. That's actually some pretty good advice. Thanks for that. So let's actually just head right back outside and to the sparring hall. That's actually where I was headed just a second ago. But I decided to go inside first just to see if anybody had any clues, and apparently Crane did. So, yeah, right back here is the sparring hall. So let's head right back over here, and there's Pipit, and here's Fledge as well. Link, perfect timing. I heard your Loftling has gone missing, so I thought I'd join in the search. And get this, when I asked Fledge what he knew, he started acting weird. I'm so sorry, Link. I really wanted to tell you, but if Groose found out that I told you... Sounds like Groose forced him to keep quiet about it. Go on. Tell him the truth. Just a little while ago, when I was cleaning the dining hall, Groose and his buddies came in. They didn't notice I was there, and started talking about their plan to hide your Loftwing. I wanted to warn you, Link, but just as I tried to sneak away, Groose and his gang grabbed me. They said that if I told you, they'd make sure I would never be able to ride a bird ever again. Sounds like Groose and his buddies had a plan to capture your bird and hide him near a waterfall. Well, near a waterfall would mean... Quick, let's take a look at your map. That's it, right there. I think it means the waterfall marked here on your X. Yeah, so right here, there's the waterfall. Forgive me, Link. I can't help being such a coward. I really am sorry. Alright, so I want to take a look. Wrong button. The map one more time. So right over here is well, if I it's a little too far zoomed out. I didn't even know that map was here. That's pretty cool, actually. But let's zoom in here again. Yeah, right there's where the waterfall is. So that looks like that's where we'll head in a bit. But let's head inside the sparring hall real quick, because we're gonna go over to the waterfall. There's a cave over there, and in order to go inside the cave, we're gonna need a weapon. And well, there just so happens to be one right back here. So we open up this chest, and we got a practice sword. Students at the Night Academy practice with these. Looks like a fairly sharp blade. Press plus at any time to look at the items you're carrying. Alright, so if I press plus, we can simply go over here and see that the practice sword is what we have now. Alright, so now we can use this to defend ourselves in any way possible. Alright, so first things first, we can go over basic sword technique. Once again, this is one-to-one hand motion, so I'm moving my hand in a giant circle in counterclockwise motion. Now in clockwise motion, and if I swipe to the left, just like this, I can do that. I can also stab by pointing forward, and then diagonal crosses as well without hitting my mic, hopefully. That's what makes this a little difficult while trying to record. I have to be a little careful. And then we can slice it down as well. And our instructor, Aegis. That's right, Link. You really are a strong swordsman. Easy to teach too. You make this instructor proud. You ready to try a spin attack? Sure thing. Great, now I'm going to surround you with logs. Use a spin attack to cut them all without moving from that spot. Alright, so we simply move the Joy-Cons together horizontally to do a spin attack. Now, I can't tell you exactly how to do that or anything with the joystick controls that the game will tell you if you're playing in that mode. But all the controls for this are the same as if you had a Wii Remote and Nunchuck on the Wii version, so just keep that in mind. Good one! That sure looked like it felt good. So, why don't you try a Fatal Blow to close out our session? Sure thing. Alright, when your enemy is down, target it with ZL and throw yourself at it to land a Fatal Blow. Do a side slash on that log. When it's down, try finishing it off with this technique. Alright, so if we swipe this way, and then push the not the Wii remotes, the Joy-Cons straight down together, and we can do a Fatal Blow. That's the way. A Fatal Blow is also an effective move to use right after you've used your shield or a well-placed spin attack to knock an enemy on its back. Oh, but monsters don't stay down for long, so you have to land that Fatal Blow quickly before they get up. Yeah, keep that in mind. You were gonna use that move quite a lot. Hey, Link! You can't take the swords outside of the sparring hall. What do you think you're doing, sneaking out with that? Well, you see... What? Your Loftwing is missing. You want to go out to look for it? Well, I guess I can make an exception just this once. But remember that Skyloft is a peaceful place. Only knights carry swords. So I don't want to see you swinging it around like crazy out there. I don't want to get in a ton of trouble over this. So here's the deal. Make sure you get plenty of practice on these logs first. And once you get outside with that sword, only use it when you absolutely have to. Got it? Sure thing. Alright, I don't need much more practice. I've pretty much got it. You can stay here if you want, if you're playing along. But I'm just going to go ahead and head on outside. Sweet. Alright, so now let's get out of here and head over to that waterfall. Yeah, let's go this way, I guess. Well, actually, I know a quick shortcut. You want to go right up here, vault up this, make this jump, and head this way. Cause yeah, Elvis fixed the gate right down here, and yeah, you can see the waterfall right over there, and there's the cave entrance right over there. And this takes us to the bazaar. Now the bazaar right now is currently closed, but we'll soon be able to make our way inside in the future, hopefully, because I think they're closed down for the like the holiday kind of thing, I guess. And also, by the way, I mentioned in the last episode the camera is a little slow. I want to show off that you can change that, by the way. There's actually a down arrow right here. Camera speed, I changed it to fast. And then there's some button-only controls. Screen display is simple. We had it on normal last time, so it had like, the controls and stuff closed, the looking thing. That's really the only difference between normal and simple. Simple doesn't have that at all. But I don't really need it, so it's totally fine. So let's hop across these rocks. We'll need a sprint to do that. If you don't, I don't think you can make those jumps, but let's talk to this guy. Rusta. Look at this thing. Who knows how long this statue's been here? It only has one eye. Poor thing. You probably know this, but you can press the up button to look around. Indeed we can, and if we look at this guy, turns out that, yeah, he only have one eye. Maybe we could be on the lookout for that at some point in the future. For right now, I'm not really worried about the statue's eye. I'm worried about finding our Loftwing. So let's head up to this cave and see what we can find. And it appears as if though we can sense him on the other side. So let's cut down these logs right here and head inside. This is the waterfall cave. And inside the cave we've met our first enemy. This is a Keese. Enemies that can be found in pretty much every region of the game. And oh my gosh, we actually got one. First of all, green ruby. I haven't picked one of these up yet. A green ruby is worth just 1 rupee, so collect lots of them. And also, yeah, so that's the only explanation we'll ever get of any of these type of rubies. And I'm so disappointed right now that it's not even funny. Looks like we'll have to get the explanation for that a little bit later then. Alright, and we have another enemy. This is a Choo-Choo. These guys can get as big as Link or even bigger, and they split into multiple different parts in order to attack. So once you slice at one, it'll split in two until eventually it's so small that it can't split anymore. If you hop right down here from that ledge, you can open up this chest and get a red rupee. It's worth 20 rupees, so don't spend it all. in one place. That already brings our total up to 71, which is not bad. And now we got another chew. Simply want to Z target. You want to sprint up this, because if you don't, Link won't be able to make it. And I guess I can explain this item. This is a jelly blob. It may look like a boring wad of junk, but it's used to make all sorts of things. And one thing that is a super big quality of life improvement that I've heard about, I haven't seen it yet though, so I could be wrong about this, but I've definitely heard from people who've played farther than me. Obviously I'm playing along with you guys on this, that there are no more redundant explanations. So if you remember in the original version of the Wii version, every time you boot up the game and you collect an item that you've already seen, but it's your first time in this, like, that session of play, you will get an explanation just like this every single time. By the way, this is our collection screen. All of your treasures are on the right, and you actually have bugs on the left. Actually, I'll show that off real quick. In order to move through these menus, you swipe like you're using your sword. So this is our treasure collection. So we have different types of treasures over here. Some special items down here, only 4 of them. There's only one of a kind of these, and there's a couple of these, but there's only a certain amount that you can actually collect. And then we have a bunch of bugs that you'll be able to get eventually at some point as well. So like those butterflies that we saw earlier. They're called blessed butterflies. We'll be able to collect those eventually. And also the sky stag beetles, we saw those as well. Now, we haven't been able to collect any yet, but don't worry, we will soon. And that thing that we saw on the ground earlier that I missed picking up is a monster claw. You mainly get those from Keese, but there's some other enemies that you can get from as well. Climb up here, and inside this chest is another 20 rupees. Not bad. Some health. And another green rupee. It takes 2 hits to take this guy out. Not too shabby. And yeah, no monster claw there. Maybe give me monster claw. Alright, never mind. If these guys ever jump onto you, simply shake the Wii remotes. Not the Wii remote. I'm going to call them that forever because I'm so used to playing this game on the Wii. The Joy-Cons back and forth until you either do a spin attack to knock them off or you just knock them off yourself. And depending on which way you hit an enemy as well, that's the direction they'll fly off in. So if you're looking to try to collect an item from an enemy, swipe in the direction that won't knock them off the cliff. That's why I swiped left here instead of right, because if I had swung right, they'd have gone over here. But anyway, I think that's pretty much besides the point. Alright, so you, buddy, come down here. And, dang, no monster claws. That kind of stinks. I wish we'd have been able to get one. And here's a mantis that is also another item that we can collect. There's 20 rupees in there and even more rupees all the way down. So 40 rupees in that little hole right there. Easy to grab. And we're already at 132 rupees. Not bad. Rupees are used quite a lot in this game, but there's also quite a lot of them. So it's really no big deal whatsoever. And we can head outside here. There's some hearts here and a save statue, which I'll just examine it. I'm not actually going to use it for anything. But I think that's actually going to do it all for this episode here, guys. So if you guys did like this part, a like rating would be greatly appreciated. It helps the channel a lot. And if you want to see more content like this, please do consider subscribing. Once again, guys, my name is Connor. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.